Hi, my name is Aurelio Porfiri. I'm an Italian composer, conductor, musician, writer, educator, and many other things, maybe. And I would like to use this tool of the Facebook Live, that is a very interesting tool, to make some a little broadcast about several topics. And today I would like to speak about freedom. Freedom, that is a very important thing, and I think it's something that we should probably rethink somehow according some more stable points than the word teach us to think. Freedom is an important thing. I did not understand this from the beginning. It has taken time for me to understand this, but over the years, I realized that after all, paying a price for being yourself is right and just. I speak of a price to pay because certainly freedom comes to a price. A price that is not paid in many small installments only. Sometimes it's also paid in many installments, and these one are one more painful than the other. Being free does not mean being the best. To be free means to have your life in your own hands, without being bent all the time to revere this or that powerful person. Being free does not mean to have a happier life. It means to have true friends. It means to have a fuller life, because more true and meaningful. Being free, as I was saying, does not mean to have more friends, but it means to have more true friends. Those friends that know that inside you there is something important and they want to have a part of that. Being free does not mean being thanked. It means being happy to be alone, because there is more fullness in that solitude than in many companies that are only motivated by instant gratification. Being free does not mean to be virtuous, but it does mean you can understand where is the boundary between good and evil, and to have the courage to cross it and are lucky enough to return back. Jesus said that the truth will make us free. But since only He has the truth, we will have true freedom when we will be forever in His arms. For the time being, we have to settle for small truth, a small portion of healthy food, but that allow us to face the day with a new spirit and with greater love for ourselves. In fact, Jesus asks us to love our neighbor as ourselves. If we do not love ourselves, how can we love our neighbor? Loving yourself means looking in the right direction, even though our steps lead us in another. One day, perhaps, we will be able to reconcile our steps with our eyes. Speaking of his work, the great Catholic philosopher Cornelio Fabbro has said, end of quotation. The first volume of my works indicated that in the Thomistic notion of participation, it is the more mature point of arrival and unsurpassed that permeate Western metaphysical thought, as also recognized by Hegel, that his Christian message of freedom, that had been welcomed, although differently structured and sometimes even at odds with Christianity, by all modern philosophy. End of quotation. The problem of freedom has always been the fundamental problem, and it also needs to be lived in our small existence, in our daily lives. Also recognizing that we are not free is a sign of freedom. If you use your freedom to express personal thoughts, be ready. Be ready, because soon those who were around you will begin to disappear. Phone calls will be increasingly rare. Apologies for not always being able to meet you will become more and more elaborate. But the accusations to isolate yourself will always be more or less the same. If you want to be free, if what you say is an act of freedom that goes against the great discourse imposed by political correctness, be ready to hear that you are a racist, fascist, homophobic, fundamentalist, fanatics, and all those kind of allegations, even if they are false, they will be used against you from those who do not know how to confront your arguments. And so I am racist, fascist, homophobic, fundamentalist, fanatical, if you like to think like this. If you like to hear only yourself, your fears, your obsessions, put on me that label so that you will not have to confront with me or with 100 others like me who are roaming in the street like stray dogs. Do not forget that they were rejected in the same way that thousands of artists, saints, poets, and thinkers were also rejected. You have to decide what you want, either the word or eternity. If you want the word, wax behind your similar, barking insults to those with whom you are not able to accept an honest confrontation. If you want eternity, accept the pain, accept loneliness, accept the stigma. After that your soul will be macerated for good, it will drop that purity of a color that is not yet invented. And while you cry, you will be friend with yourself, and you will be given free and pure eyes with which to learn to see without being seen. So thank you very much for staying online and listening to me. Soon this video will be available also in Facebook and in my YouTube page. I hope you will listen it again, and probably you will think about what I say. Also, if you want, you can comment, and of course you can disagree. I mean, I'm very democratic, sort of, so I'm very happy if you will disagree. So thank you, and I want to send you my greetings from Rome today. And now it's 5:4 p.m. It's a very hot day, but still Rome is very beautiful. So thank you very much, and bye-bye.